Is today's economy giving you ulcers? Is the uncertainty of tomorrow making you think of cashing in the equity on your home a little bit earlier than anticipated? Then today's video is something you're going to want to watch. I'm Scott White, and along with my wife Ellen, we are the Living in Niagara with the Ellen and Scott team at Rebel Realty. And in today's video, we're going to go into a deep dive map tour of the city of Welland, and we're going to share how Welland may be the place you're thinking of making that move to if you're thinking of downsizing, if you're thinking of looking for more affordable housing. We get calls all the time from people just like yourself, especially in today's economy, who are thinking of downsizing their mortgage. They don't want to get away from home ownership. They're not ready for retirement yet, but they are worried and concerned about what tomorrow holds and carrying their current mortgage or the value of their house and not giving them the cash that they want to have to enjoy the freedom of being our age. We just moved a couple out from the Hamilton area into St. Catharines with that exact concern. We sold their house in Grimsby. Yeah, that's in Niagara region, but it's right on the outskirts, right close to Hamilton. Prices are a little bit higher there, and they had a very nice house. They ended up getting a beautiful home in St. Catharines, great yard, a pool, everything they wanted. It took us a while, but we were able to accomplish that for them, get them that house, and for less money, so that they are pretty much mortgage free. And if that's you, and you're thinking of making that move in 9 days or 9 months, please do not hesitate to give us a call, shoot us a text, send us an email, even do the QR code right there and set up a calendar Zoom meeting to meet with us in person or through Zoom. And I promise Ellen and I will help you make this transition smooth and stress-free, because that's what we're all about. Or maybe you just have some questions you want to ask. We're here for that as well. In today's video, we're going to show you the second part of our map tour of Welland and dive into what makes Welland affordable, what areas to go and live in. About halfway through the video, I'm going to introduce you to Hunter's Point, a place here in Welland that is for adult living, a great spot, reasonable priced homes that you may want to check out. Also, near the end, not quite at the end, I'm going to share with you something that no other realtor is going to show you, because there's no benefit, there's no profit in it for Alan and myself. A life lease here in Welland that my mother used to live in, and it is really affordable. Maybe you're looking into doing something like that. Give us a call, we'll set you up, and I guarantee you, we will not make a penny on that, because we really want to help you and everyone else as much as we possibly can. So if you like today's video, you know what to do. Hit that like button, subscribe even, turn on your notifications, share it if you want to. And of course, as I said, turn on the notifications so that you might be the very first people to hear of anything happening in the Niagara region, where to go, what to eat, all about the real estate market and house prices and affordability in all of Niagara, not just here in Welland. So having said all that, we're going to jump into part 2 of the Welland map tour and jump right into the map here. A real quick review of what we looked at last week. We looked at this area here called Cook's Mill. This is huge undeveloped land where you can get 1, 2, 3, 5 acres of property for reasonable prices right here in the city of Welland, and just over the canal right into the city and all the amenities of the city of Welland. We also looked at this area here inside the 2 canals. The east side of Welland, looked at the downtown area and the Crowland area here in Welland. Very reasonable housing. Some of the most affordable housing in all of Welland, even the Niagara region, is found in this area. And today we're going to go to the west side of the recreational canal. But before we do that, let's just jump down here to the southern tip of Welland to what we call Dain City. Now, don't get confused. Dain City isn't a city of its own. It is a city. It's not a city. It's a burb, if I can say it that way, of Welland. It's always been called Dain City. I was born and raised in this area. My parents have lived here almost all of their life. And for the life of me, I don't know why it's called Dain City. Probably have to go back in the history and find out that it probably was a little town or city of its own, but right now it's part of the city of Welland, right here where the recreational canal connects with the operational canal again, and it's a very sharp point. The interesting thing about this area here is houses down along this stretch of Kingsway gives you the great advantage of seeing both canals. You can sit on your front porch and your house. If you live, especially if you're living down in this end here, you can sit on the front porch of your house and watch the recreational canal. You can see the rowers and the kayakers and the canoers going up and down this part of the canal. You can throw in your own kayak or canoe or go swimming yourself, go fishing right off, well, not right off your front porch, but just steps from your front porch. And then you go to the backyard, put on a nice fire in the backyard, campfire style bonfire in the backyard, and watch the ships go through the operational canal. This is one of the most favorite locations of Ellen and I. We're always looking for houses here. They do not come up on the market very often. In this area right here, right in this area, they're putting in some new construction. Newer homes are coming in here. They'll be able to see the operational canal, but they're going to block the view of homes over here from the operational canal. But this is Dain City. And as I've said in other videos, I'll say it again, is right up here in Dain City, just over the tracks, used to be John Deere factory. And it was all blue collar workers that lived in and around the factory here in Dain City. And it was more run down area than it is today. But today the John Deere factory is gone, and all this area here is brand new home builds, some beautiful, lovely homes. I'm going to jump over here into the satellite view so that you get a better picture of what it looks like in real time. As you can see, this is all new development going on here. And this is one of the reasons why I believe that Dain City is the best place to buy a residential home for you to live in the next 5 to 10 years and gain and create the most amount of equity in your home than all of, well, maybe even all of the Niagara region, simply because this area used to be a more depressed area. And now with all this brand new development, it is quickly becoming one of the most sought after areas in all of Welland, especially when you look at where it is between the two canals. I don't think you can find a better place in Welland to live than right here in Dain City between the two canals. House pricing here in Dain City is running around, you can get some homes in the high 500 up to over $1 million. So it's a huge range of house values and prices. Again, if you're looking at making it a great investment, you get in here, buy a house that is a little less expensive into the $500,000, $600,000 mark that needs a bit of work over the next 5 years. You do some renovations, and then when the market increases and you build that equity, I think you have a smashing, killing equity in 5 to 10 years through here in Dain City. If that's interesting to you, give us a call. We're going to come over here to the southwest quadrant of Welland, and this area first of all, brings us to Broadway, the area of Broadway. Again, cheaper homes here, $500,000 to $800,000 in this area here. Got to be careful. There are some stretches, small areas that are still a little bit rougher in spots. So you want to be careful coming into this area, but most of the area is safe. Just a couple small places that you want to be careful and watch out of. Of course, and then we have here, it's not really on any specific area, but right along the Welland River is a number of homes here. A great place to live. You can, if you back onto the Welland River is a usable river. You can put small motorized boats on there, kayaks and canoes. Do you want to swim in the Welland River? To be honest with you, I never have. I don't know anyone who has swam, I should say, in the Welland River. What I hear is that it's not the cleanest of waters, simply because you see where it comes from, all this countryside farming land that backs onto the Welland River has a lot of runoff from these farmlands into the Welland River. So liquid manure and some of their sprays and stuff get into the Welland River, and it flows this way. So I wouldn't recommend swimming in the river, but you can in the recreational canal, which isn't too far away. This brings us over to Coyle's Creek, another relatively new area. This is Coyle Creek right here. Some very newer homes. They're going to be running in around high 700s for a townhouse here, up to over $1 million for a fully detached home. Has a great park, a great public school. There are some new development going across the street of Weber Road right here, and this is a really highly sought after area as well. Brings us into the Prince Charles area, Caithness Center. Again, you can get some homes here along the Welland River. Much nicer homes, much nicer area right here as well. This is our area here at Chippawa Park. Right here is Chippawa Park. Homes in this area from Thorold down to the Welland River, they are all going to be ranging around, you can get some houses in around the $600,000 mark, quite a few, but most of them on average are going to be around $650,000 to $700,000, some over $1 million, again, depending on where and what standard and quality of housing it is. And in this section all up here, we call the North Welland. It has some little other subdivisions. Right here is Niagara College. So here is Niagara College. It's a fair size campus. It actually has a little small town of Welland right on campus. It is really, really cute. Every year they have a open kind of door for the kids to come in, and they can go into the police cars, the fire engines, the ambulances, because one of the things that Niagara College offers is a police and community services course and study. And so they have a little Tim Hortons, a little Meridian, I think First Ontario Center. They have a little grocery store. It's really, really cute. It's all small size, but not miniature. Look at the video. It tells you better than I can say. I've said it before, one of the nice things about living in Welland, especially on the west side of the river, both north and south parts of Welland, Chippawa, Prince Charles, Coyle Creek, is that you can augment your monthly income by around $900 a month just to rent out one room to a Niagara College student. We have friends who are doing 2 rooms, some of them even doing the whole basement for more money. So if that's something that interests you, this is a great area to do that, to help, as I said, bring in a little bit of extra play money, especially you have no mortgage because you've got affordable housing. Now you have some play money. What more do you need? We'll zoom into here and we'll see this here is the Seaway Mall, runs along Niagara Street. And this street here, I'm going to actually zoom out for a second and show you Niagara Street. This street right here is Niagara Street, and from Thorold all the way up to Quaker Road, which is up here, and a little bit beyond now is the main retail spot of Niagara. It can be a little bit busy for Welland, not for Toronto. It never gets busy like Toronto gets busy, but this street can get some traffic on it. Got some lights, but it has all the fast food joints. It has some of the nice restaurants. It has, as I said, the Seaway Mall, which is the largest indoor mall south of St. Catharines in the region. It has, in the Seaway Mall, right in here, it has the Cineplex Odeon Seaway Mall Cinemas. 8 screens cinema for current great movies. You don't have to go very far if you live in Welland to get the movies. Hey, also in North Welland, just up a bit here, is the Welland Sports Complex, home of the Welland Jackfish, inter-county semi-pro baseball, and those Jackfish won the championship in 2024, and it looks like they're on the road to do it again this year. So great entertainment. It's a lot of fun to go to one of these semi-pro games. They have giveaways, they have mascots running around, they get a lot of crowd involvement. It's fun, and it's really, really inexpensive for a family to go out to the Jackfish. And that's right here, a little bit north, in the north part of Welland. So we have some new development here, some condos being built right now as we speak, and some newer development coming in here, some brand new development here. It doesn't even really show here on the map yet. It's so new and planned to be built here as well. So we are getting some new development happening here in Welland. So if you're looking for new homes, new construction, we can help you find that here in Welland as well. Now, as I told you in the beginning of the video, we are going to show you an adult community area here in Welland, just off, here's the Seaway Mall again. We follow Woodlawn Road right here across the Welland River, and we come up to here. The big box stores. We have Rona, Canadian Tire, Walmart Supercenter, and across the 406, which takes you up to the QEW, St. Catharines, really quickly, to what we call Hunters Point. Hunters Point is a vibrant, active lifestyle for adults, 55 plus. We have townhouses, semis, and fully detached homes. You can see some are being built right here, right now. This area was built by Lucetta Homes, a very prestigious and well-known and quality builder here in Welland. It used to be on a golf course. That's why you can see some of these ponds. You can almost see, you can kind of see the faint aspects of the golf course here. The old clubhouse is actually right here. There's the old clubhouse of this pretty prestigious golf course. It is no longer in use, but going around here and we can see the community center for Hunters Point. The community center has an indoor saltwater pool, a gym, a sauna, and outside it has tennis courts and of course pickleball. You like pickleball? This might be a great place to come. You can only get into these courts if you are an owner of a home in Hunters Point. Now, I will say that one of the challenges of Hunters Point is that there's only one way in and one way out. It's this road right here. As you can see, we have the recreational canal coming here again, joining the active Welland Canal and the operational Welland Canal on two sides and coming down here into the highway. So this is the only road in and out of Hunters Point. But it's not a huge development. There's hardly any traffic on this road. Once again, these are retirees or pre-retirees, if I can call us that, who are living in this area here. Before we close off our video, I want to share with you today's local gem. I told you I was going to do this. This place here in more central Welland, right here off First Avenue. Zoom in here and we'll see Wesley Robbins Retirement Village. This is an adult community, 55 and plus, to be able to live here at Wesley Robbins. So here I am at today's local gem for Welland. I know it's not my normal gem that I highlight in every town and every city here in Niagara. No place to get a coffee, it's not a restaurant, it's not a donut shop, it's not a bakery. This is a retirement village, a 55 plus community. I wanted to highlight this place partly for nostalgia's reason, because this is where my mom used to live before she passed away in 2022. One apartment right up there, I don't know if you can tell from my finger, was hers on the 3rd floor. It was a 1-bedroom apartment. It sold for around $130,000. And that's about the price that they are selling today. Now, this is a life lease. So you sign for a life lease, which is the nice thing about that is they take care of everything. Unlike a condo, this is kind of like a condo, but they take care of everything, and I mean everything. When my mother was living here, now she was 86 to 88 years old when she was living here, and they didn't allow her to change even a light bulb. If one of her light bulbs burned out, she would notify them and they would be up there to fix that and repair that, replace that light bulb. Your fridge breaks, your stove breaks, they will replace all that. So there's basically nothing you have to take care of in the area of maintenance if you live in this place called Wesley Robbins Retirement Village. What we just saw back there, my mother was their apartments, and here are their townhouse units. And actually, Ellen and I have our names on a wait list to get one of these townhomes. They're very affordable, $250,000, maybe $300,000. Now, each resident is allowed to choose their price point, but they get direction from the corporation itself, and the corporation both buys and sells the units, so they don't use real estate agents. So sharing this with you has no value or benefit for Ellen and myself,
but it is a very affordable place for retirement people to come. That is a whole kind of idea and mandate that they have here at Wesley Robbins, is to keep expenses low and down in order to make it affordable for people looking to retire and do other things. Maybe you want to live here. That's kind of what Ellen and I look forward to doing, is finding a place here when it opens up, living here, and then being able to travel, doing other things, freeing up the money from our home and living life in that way. Now, there are maintenance fees here, and there's parking. And here, as you can see, the townhouse units have their own garage, but if you live in the apartment building, there is one garage and you have to buy that garage space. But when you go to sell whatever, you can always sell those things as well, and you will build equity. So this is Wesley Robbins. I wanted to show this because today's video, this map tour, was really kind of centering in relocating, retiring, and downsizing. And I thought this would be a great way of finishing off today's video. I hope you enjoyed the video today. I hope you found it informative and educational, and maybe even entertaining. If you did, we would really appreciate you hitting that like button, subscribe to the channel, turn on your notifications, and you know what? You can even share this video with other people that you may know who are thinking of making a move to Welland or retiring, and they may want to come here to Wesley Robbins or Hunters Point, or maybe even out in the country. Thanks so much for watching us, and I'll say goodbye. Ciao.